Yeah, so hi guys, how's it going? It's gonna be quick. It's our first to be too long. Um, my name is Ahmad. I live in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria also. This morning I'll be talking about how to survive the foreign exchange market with $20. And this video is really for Nigerians because I picked that $20 because it's 30,000 naira in Nigeria right now, which is about 50% of our minimum wage. So let's say you work in the government sector and you make the minimum wage, which is 7,000 naira. 50% of that is 30,000 naira, and that's $20, which is which is not very good, not very nice. But I mean that's the reality. I did some research and I could see that by the end of the year, the government had promised that it's going to get up to 150,000. So that's like much better. So imagine someone aspiring to become a forex trader in Nigeria, and their monthly saving is less than $20. And yet they are very passionate. They want to get into the foreign exchange business. They also want to make money from Forex. They know what prop firm is. They want to make some money from prop firm. So it will take a lot of work for someone like that to be successful. Aside the psychological issue this person would face in terms of losing the money over and over, month by month, and it will take a lot of mental fortitude for them to always come back and do it and then go, and yet they lose it again. So, and that's why I decided, why don't I create a channel and step into these people's shoe? I obviously don't make minimum wage, and I am not a new trader. I've been trading since 2017, but I've never posted my content out there before. So I thought, why not create a channel on YouTube and see if I can reach a number, even if it's just 10 of these young guys I could reach, and they can watch this video and learn one or two from it. I feel that it's better than not just saying anything about it. Number one, really, if you're making less than 30,000 naira savings a month, I would advise you strongly to spend most of your time just learning how to trade until something happens. Don't pour 50% of your salary into uh, an idea that you know that you probably would fail. So, but if you're one of those guys, someone like me who, when I was earning same amount of money years ago, I was still pushing, I was still pouring back into forex. It was like an addiction. I would say, yeah, this channel is for you. And if you're someone who would like to give it a try, but you're not a minimum wage, you don't earn minimum wage, you don't earn 30K, but you want to give it a try, this is your first time actually wanting to try Forex, give it a try. That's fine. It's also a good channel for you. So all the videos I'll be posting will be basically talking about Forex and prop firm. So I probably will not post anything personal, any of my personal trade. Most of the videos here, if not all, would be talking about proprietary firm trading and how we scale. Now I'm stepping into this person's shoe and I want to see how possible it is for us to survive it together and how far can we go. So we'll be starting with the lowest account, the cheapest. We are looking for the cheapest. We are looking for the for not we don't have the luxury to look for the best profit right now because all we've got is 30K. So we don't it's what $20. So we don't have the luxury to start searching for what's the best prop firm. You just get yourself confused. You have to start searching on Google the cheapest prop firm account I could get for less than $20. So, but again, this is a disclaimer. Whatever you hear here is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial expert. I'm a forex trader. I'm a freelance trader, and I've been trading since 2017. So please don't take whatever I take here as a financial advice. So good. So we've gotten that out of the way. So I'll then go into what I would call the first try. This is the first video of the series, which is trying to purchase a Profem account, creating the Profem account, and passing the phase one. Once we've done that, we'll then move into the next part of the video. So first, let's go and look for a Profem. Now, based on my own experience in the past, for the past 5 years of working with Profem and seeing Profem evolve, I would advise that the best platform to use is FTMO. They've been around since 2017. They know what they are doing. They've made all payouts. You hardly find any negative review about them. And yeah, that's the goal. So our goal is to trade FTMO. So let's check FTMO out. Don't forget we only have $20. Now this is FTMO's account, ftmo.com. straightforward. Since 2015, actually, I thought 2017. Go and monetize. As you can see, profit is all about going and monetizing your demo trading. So they've made it clear now. When I started trading profit with my Forex on FTMO back in the day, they used to claim, they actually did interview, the CEO actually did interview, claiming that when you get to the funded stage after the evaluation, because with Profirm you go through two evaluations, phase one, phase two, they give you targets to meet, and once you can do that and you trade successfully, you will be given an account that they used to call funded account. Basically, they are saying that we funded this account with real money, and whatever you make from the account, you keep 80% every 2 weeks, bi-weekly. So a lot of people who were very interested, like, oh, you're managing your fund, 400,000, but then we realized, oh, maybe not. And then finally it came out when they were investigated and they realized that they do not give anybody any free money, any real money. They give you demo account to trade, and whatever you make, basically paying the real traders, guys who can trade, who are profitable, paying them with the money that unprofitable traders have lost to them. So it's like I take from here, I give here, I take from this, I give this. But it's been working since 2015, according to them. So who am I to complain as long as they pay? Master your trading skills on our simulated. You can see that simulated. So don't forget it's them trading platform, improve your. So they've had to come out, all the trading, all the profit, they've had to come out to openly say that we do not have any real money to give you. We don't have enough capital to fund 1,000 traders. But what we do is that we pay you, but it's demo. But don't pay too much attention on the demo part. But we pay you as long as you can trade. Well, it's been going on like that for some time. I mean, it works. So if you come down, you see some of their guys. These are their like ambassadors, but also traders who have made a lot of money from FTMO. And they have their testimony, so you can watch that. FTMO has already created more than 240,000 plus accounts, which is great. You want to see those numbers. So we'll skip to the objective. As you can see, you want to trade in USD, and $10,000 is the cheapest. Usually $10,000 was 100 and something, but now I think they are doing the promo. Now it's $100. So phase one, you can trade for as long as you want, really. That's what they are saying. Minimum trading day is 4 days. So what they are saying here is that you must open a trade for 4 days minimum. Either you're profitable or not, you have to open a trade for 4 days for it to count that you actually traded the account, and then you can pass. So let's say you make the objective of what's the profit target? $1,000, which is 10%. Let's say you do that in the not count that you've passed the account, you've got to open, which you can open a trade and close immediately, and it will not affect your balance. Not all pro firms are like that. That's why I said when you go for the cheapest, you'd have to go through a lot of terrible hidden rules that would definitely work against you unless you've known this, you know the rules are there, you've done your research, and you trade like that. You can't purchase an account from another firm that sells their own. Like for instance, look at FTMO. $10,000 account on FTMO is 155 euro, but they are doing a promo now for 89. So you can't go and trade, but purchase the same account from a firm that sells for $20, and you think they will have the same trading condition. It's not going to happen. That condition will change. You're going to have a more difficult trading condition environment also. So these are the expectation. I feel we already know this. You can do a screenshot and just check it. Anyways, so we cannot afford this. Like I said, we've only got $20 because the title is how to survive the foreign exchange market with $20. So we only have 20, so we can't afford FTMO. But the goal eventually is to fund purchase an FTMO account from whatever we make with this $20. So we cannot afford FTMO. So we've got to look for number one, a firm that offers an account size that I can purchase with less than $20 or $20. We also need to look for an account for it, a firm that has a payment system that I can pay with Naira. Because should I send this $20 into a cryptocurrency exchange platform, I'm going to lose at least $5 out of that, and I can't afford that too. So it has to be a firm that allows Naira, yes, that allows local payments. Don't forget that I'm stepping into someone's shoe here that's that have also gone. I mean, you can't making 30,000 and have a dollar account. It's very unlikely. So we also need an account, a firm that allows me to pay with my local currency. I found one, and it's not what I found. These guys, they are called funded gold funded traders. Number one, if you can, as you can see, they have a $5,000 account, and what you've just seen from FTMO, they don't have 5,000. Their account size starts on 10,000, but these guys have $5,000 account, and also the same 10%, 5%, just like FTMO. But the good part is this account is $17, which is what it used to be 44, but they are doing a promo, so perfect. So we found one. Secondly, the good part about this firm is that they allow you to pay in Naira. I'm not affiliated with them, but I mean, I did my research and I paid in Naira. I've actually purchased this account. I paid in Naira. It came down to about 30,000 Naira, which was what we had. Then finally, the good part about this firm is that they have static drawdown, which means that your drawdown is not equity. So should you, for some firm, if your goal is 10% and your drawdown is 5%, say for instance you are in a trade, you have a $10,000 account and you are in a trade and you are up 6% already, but the market turned against you, and then you are down -1%. Now, in reality, you only lost -1%, but some firm will target because it's equity drawdown. They will tell you that because the trade was already in 6% profit, you didn't close it, it came back down to zero and then -1. It means you've lost what, 7%. It makes no sense. But the good thing is that you want to trade with firm who will give you static drawdown. That means your trade could go as high as plus 30%. If it comes back to zero, it means that there are some hidden rules that you might not pay attention to immediately. So I take you back to FAQ. So there are some rules here that are not really nice, that I did not like. One of the major one is this minimum trading days. We check FTMO minimum trading days, 4 trading days. You can open any trade, whether you make money or not, close it. It counts that you've traded as long as you open the trade, which makes sense. Trading days mean I open a trade, either I was profitable or not. I open a trade, but you guys are not like that. Look at what they said here. For a day, they have three, we enforce. So this is serious. 3 minimum trading days, right? Now see what they are saying. For a day to count as a valid trading day, the trader must generate a minimum net profit of 0.5% of the initial account balance. Can you believe that? So for them to confirm that you've actually traded for that day, you must make 0.5% for a day to count as a trading day. So, for instance, you traded this day, but you were not profitable. You've not traded to these guys. So it's not fair. Say for instance you make 10% that they've asked for on day one. Now thinking you will just open trade the next day and pay on the following day, which is just open a trade and close, open a trade and close, which we've always done. You do that and then you reach out to support and say, I've traded for 3 days, yet I've not gotten the phase two credentials. And then they'll tell you that, oh, you've got to make 0.5%. And you say, no, nobody told me that. They'll tell you that it was in their FAQ, that you could have seen it here. So that's not nice at all. So you are forced to trade more and make more money, even though you've already passed the account. It makes no sense. It's not just fair. Then the next thing they say here is all or nothing. You've told me that you've given me 5% to risk, 10% general. Allow me trade it the way I want to, but no, they said we. Now they are saying here that we define gambling style trading as any trade where more than 80% of available margin is used in a single position. Such excessive risk exposure indicates a lack of prior management, which goes against the principle we hold. It makes no sense. You've given me 5% to risk. I could risk 5% a day, right? But now you are telling me that I cannot risk more than 80% of the available margin. What is the available margin? 5%. What is 80% of 5%? 4%. So should I risk 4% in a trade? It will be termed as all or nothing. And then they will tell me I've breached the account and I've lost the account. So this is terrible. Basically, the 5% you claim you're giving me is just 3.5%. It's not 5%. I can't risk 5%. If I try risking 5%, you're going to kick me out. If I try risking 4%. So these are some of the issues you will experience when you are trading with the cheapest. But that's the situation we are in. That's why I said I'm stepping into this shoe. It's the situation we are in. Most people don't even know all of this. They just see a $17 account, they buy it, and it's done. And the next thing, the one I still don't like here, who is allowed to trade my account beside? No, that's not even the one. Look at this one, Goat Guard. This is the craziest one. So now, oh my God, this one is stupid. Goat Guard applies to funded accounts only. Now you've gone through all of these issues and you got funded eventually. Oh, okay. That's fine. Now let's go back trading the way we've traded. You said I can't reach 80%. I can't do this. I can't have done that. Now they are saying if your open trades reach a 2% loss, don't forget they said I have 5%. Then later they said 80% of the margin, which is 4%. Now, when you are funded, if your open trade reach to a 2% loss of your account balance, Goat Guard will, in most cases, automatically close all open trades across all symbols. This is a soft breach, meaning you can continue trading immediately without further restriction. So I entered a trade, and because I reached 2% on that trade, a system they've created called Goat Guard will close my trade, even though they said I have 5% to risk. But because I reached 2% of it, oh my God. They're going to close the account and it's going to read as 2% loss. And their reason for this is why Goat Guard enforces proper risk management to help us maintain consistent profitability. How do I maintain consistent profitability if I can't reach 2% on the account? So basically, you're forcing me to reach 1%. So if I do it the first time, reach 2%, there's no penalty. You're just going to take it as 2% loss. If I try it again, you're going to take 50% of the profit I generate at the end of my trading period, which has nothing to do with this trade. You're going to take 50% out of it. Then now look at their claim. These structures encourages traders to improve their risk control while keeping their. I get it, but I mean you don't have to do that. Don't forget we're all trading demo. You're not giving me any real money, anyways. So this is what traders, young, new, broke traders have to go through because all they have is for $20. Now they can't go to FTMO that does not have any of this. FTMO does not have any hidden rules, but it's $100 right now. It's actually $180. Now compare $180 to $17, which is why I said the goal is for us to be able to trade these conditions. In these terrible conditions, we try and trade it, pass the account, and get funded and make some money out of it. It does not end there. Risk limitation policy. There's another one here that says that you can only reach 1% funded stage, and that's not all. There's another one again, trade and get paid. Uh, I don't even want to go too deep into it. Anyways, you have so many Indian rules that is either that you can find in their FAQ page because nobody will buy the account. We've seen it. We shouldn't buy this account, but I've gotten it because what? That they are the cheapest in the market, and it's sold for $17, and they allow naira. So everything I need, they've given me. Now I can take this trade. I can buy this account and still be profitable because of my years of experience. Because I've traded terrible conditions before. But for a new trader, you can't trade this. You give them that $17 and you waste it, and you come back and come back and come, and you won't understand that. Okay, why am I losing this money? Because you won't understand that the platform is working against you. We are not bad mouthing this platform. It's their platform, it's their rules. Don't buy, go to another platform. But we are here again because this is where we are. So what do? We purchase the account. We purchase the account. That's what we do. You buy it because, again, like I said, I know what I'm doing. That's why we are buying it. Here's my email. The Ahmad FX. Where is it? Yeah. So as you can see, we paid for the account. Your good for the accounts available. The account we paid 26,900, which is 27,000 naira. So actually less than $20, which is very, very nice. And then we got the account details. As you can see, I am Adala. Congratulations on your decision to take our good funded trader evaluation during the evaluation, blah, blah, blah. And this is the login. Matter of like the password. Anyways, so that's the phase one. And we started trading the account. And let's check the date again. Good funded trading. I purchased it on the 14th. And on the what was this date? 15th of April. Today is 18th of April. So 15th of April on Tuesday, we got the credentials, and then this is the trades I took. As you can see, we already made $500. So the goal is to make $500 to make $500, and I traded gold. The first trades, I went bearish. I went sell, and I went sell because of this. We are at the highest point at that point, but it went gold is on steroid, and then we entered on that sell. Yeah, this one worked fine. Yeah, I think we lost about $200 here, which is 4%, which I can't lose in the funding stage, but I can lose that in the challenge stage. Now, if I were trading the funded account, say I was very funded, they would have kicked me out here and say, oh, I breached the account because I reached 80% of the available margin. But I could do that in the challenge, in the evaluation stage, which is great. So I entered another one, and I know that because I've lost $200 and my goal was to make 500, now I need to make how much? 700 and some dollars, which was what I did. And as you can see, it was about how many pips? 350 pips, which was what I. So I'm just going to show the history. So this is the history. The first trade I took, as you can see, 0.1, 0.1, we lost 100. This is 2%, 2.1%, not bad. And then the last trade, as you can see, we made $744. And our balance is 526. So we already have 6%. We already have 500 is 10%. So we already have 11%. But I've only traded 2 days. That's what I would think. Oh. That's what I would think. I've traded 2 days ago, lost. Yesterday I made 700, and today would have been the last day. But that's not how they would. Don't forget they said that I must make 0.5. So because I lost the first day, I did not trade. Can you imagine that rubbish? I did not trade. So they only count yesterday's trade that I was profitable as one day. And you can see it on their platform here. So this is their platform, funded next. Yes, so as you can see, this is the first one we did. We failed. Now this is the second one. Number of accounts too. So let's open view dashboard. As you can see, we've made all what they've asked us to. Profit 524, which is 11%. Phase one. I was taking 3 trades that I showed you, but still trading this one instead of two. Just one because I didn't make any money in the first day. 700 is my average win. So it makes no sense. So as it is now, they expect me to trade today, tomorrow, 2 more days now. Even though I've met the requirement in terms of profit target and drawdown, I've not exceeded the drawdown. They still expect me to trade tomorrow and so as it stands, even though the requirement I've met, as can see 505, I'm still expected to trade tomorrow. I'm still expected for 2 more days, and I have to make at least 0.5% on each day. How is that fair? How is that? But again, we already know this that it's not a fair ground to play in. Don't forget that we knew that about the platform, and yet we still went ahead to purchase the account because we could only afford $20. That's what traders go through. New traders, broke traders, guys who don't have all this money like Jeffrey Benson and Forex, all these guys. That's what they go through. They learn from guys like Jeffrey Benson, who has hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they try to recreate that and find themselves in this kind of situation whereby they don't have the money for that. I don't see Jeffrey Benson or Forex coming to pay good funded traders to buy their account because of all these hidden risks. But the guys you are training don't have that kind of money, so they have to come here. They are trained to trade like with the conditions that FTMO will give them. But what they can afford is platforms like this, a platform like this. So that's why I created the channel. We are going to trade in the rough, this dirty, terrible environment. There are some good things about Gold Funded that I've mentioned. Static drawdown is great. Nigerian card payment is perfect. Very cheap evaluation, very good for new guys. So I like that also about them. And their customer support is, my God, is perfect. They don't have immediate chat. You can't chat with them on their platform, but if you send an email, they respond in less than 3 hours, and they will keep responding like a chat. Because I had some issue with the first account I bought with them, and I sent them an email, and I haven't read all of this, so they kicked me out of the platform, saying that I've breached their account, and I know that I haven't even used up 5% or six, and they explained all the rules to me, asked me to visit the FAQ, and that was why I lost that account, even though I had not lost 5%. So I had to go to the FAQ, learn about their platform, understand the platform and all the hidden rules, and then I purchased the new one. And that's why I'm doing the episode on this account. So this is what we go through, right? This is what people go through every day. Terrible conditions, and they have to still make money from that. I've been able to make 11% now from this. Even if, as you can see, that's all my drawdown, 200. That's all. And from here, we just went all the way. One trade. I didn't even have to start. I don't like trading these. I don't like the arrow showing down the chart, and then finally you are successful. What that would have done to have messed up your head. Enter a good trade, long trade. If it works out, it works out. If it does not, you reach the right amount and you lose that. So that's how I trade. So what do we do now? Unofficially, I've passed this on. But officially, I have to open two more trades and make 0.5, 0.5, which means that I have to make, since it's the account balance right now is 5,525, 524, I have to make about $30, really, or $27 today, or for 2 days consistently. Once I make 27,000, let's just say $30. I have to make $30 twice. That's how I get out of this. Once I've made $30 twice, they'll send me an email. Immediately, I can start trading for phase two. So this episode is basically talking about how to survive the foreign exchange market. Between the, you can see I spend more time talking about that than actually the phase one trade or the mindset, the psychology about how I took the trade, why I took them. So for the next episode, which will be the phase two, passing phase two, I would spend more time on that once I've passed phase two. Like you can see, the conditions are not great, but we are trying. We took three trades, we won one out of the three, and our winning trade was three times what we lost, was seven times what we lost. So stay with me in this channel if you know you are struggling also. If you know you're not also, I mean you might be doing very well for yourself and you don't know this kind of situation actually exists, that platform actually do this to their traders. Stay with me and listen. Gold Funded Trader, very good platform in terms of some of what you are used to. I think that's how I'll leave it. I'm not going to say they are terrible people, but some of their conditions, it's not what you're used to, especially for those who have money. But for young traders coming in, this is what they go through on a daily. They go through this daily and even live account. But I'm not talking about live account here, just for fun. So I guess I'll be seeing you in the next video. Phase two, we passed phase one of the 5,000, which is not really talked about, but let's see phase two. So when we pass phase two and get funded, I'll do a lot of it. I'll talk more about the trade and why I took the trade. And then we can move from there. The goal again is get funded. You also have one terrible rule. These guys, your first two payouts, is it first two or first three? First three payouts, if you finally get funded, finally through their condition of them closing your account with what they call goat guard, risk, whatever, you finally made some money. There's still another rule that says that your first three payouts cannot be more than 6%. Your first three payouts, this is bad, cannot be more than 6%. So should you make 20% in your first, after all that, they will only pay you 6%. And they're trying to be fair. That's it. You only get 6%. Your first, second, third payout. Then the fourth payout, you can make as much as you want. Because at that point, if they would have started copying your trade, putting real money in them, first. So let's see how it goes. Our goal is to just make 5% funded. When we get funded, our goal is to make $250. And what do we want to do with that $250? Of course, we run back to FTM. And FTM, we're going to take that $25,000 evaluation with the money we make, €250. So we are trying to make as high as $300 from Good Funded Trader. We can do $300 funded. We get the payout, $300. We are going to I'm going to pour everything into FTM. So you follow that journey also. And like I said, I've been trading for quite some time. So this is not really my reality. It is more or less just stepping into someone's shoe and see how they deal with it and how you can also do it. But you will only be able to do that if you have the experience, you understand how to trade. And I'm hoping that you see that from my trades. You'll be able to replicate that before you waste your next $20. So is it possible to be successful in the foreign exchange market with $20? I guess we'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah. So phase two is coming next. Stick with me, stay here, watch it, like, subscribe, share it with someone who is also struggling, share it with that friend of yours that you share your dream about becoming Forex guru someday. Share it with him. I think this guy is saying something we can relate with here, so share it with someone like that, and then just follow the journey. And the good part is you can also purchase an account from any of these guys and just follow and just let's move together with the journey, right? As I'm sharing the testimony of, oh yeah, we just passed this on. We're going to trade phase two next week. And the goal is to pass phase two. And I have a strategy that I use, which I'll probably share. I'll probably share it for free. I don't plan on charging. And then you can also follow the strategy. The strategy is strictly for profit. You can't use it for real trading. It's profit. There's a way I trade it and under some conditions. Yes. So open an account, trade with me, share your story in the comment section. If you feel that maybe I didn't do a good research on growth funded traders or maybe some other platform that offers the same thing they offer but not as terrible as this, uh, put it in the comments. Maybe we check them out also. I mean, we can trade two at the same time, anyways. So take care. Bye for now. This is our trade again. 5,000, and then we can start trading phase two. Yeah. Bye.